this on the roll. Fucking there we go. All right,
Finally.
finally we've got it.
It's been a while.
We've got it happening.
What
Everything's here. All right.
what are you chatting about before I jumped in?
We were just playing some bloody flight sim before we
Yeah, we ended up getting Daz flight sim.
we're trying to set that up.
Nice.
So we're trying to figure out how to get that working, the multiplayer and stuff, because it's very fubbed, that thing. It's very
Yeah, it's a bit.
Hmm.
There's a whole
finicky.
protocol.
It was like $3.60 or something. It's cheap.
Yeah,
I looked
it's
into
old.
it. There's a protocol you got to go and like open up your router settings and stuff and protocol everything through, and it's a whole fumble.
Or there's another workaround, but that's
It's old
the
school.
workaround we're gonna use. Yeah.
So anyway, let's get this show on the road. I'll just do the intro as always. So, what's up, beardies and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros Podcast. And as always, as the current subbing, we've got Mules is back here as always because Jim's still away. But we've got a guest this episode. We've got Gents in the house. We've got fucking Gentsler finally. And Jim's not even here for it. That's the funny part. We finally got Gents on. Me and Jim have talked about it for so long, trying to get you on for the podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna try and sort it out. I'm gonna do it. Because truth be told,
Send him a screenshot. Hang on.
Yeah, send him a screenshot. Because truth be told, every time I try, like Jim's always like, oh, I've got these people. I'm gonna try and do this and this and this. So I'm like, okay, I'll leave it up to you to like try and find some guests and kind of sort. It's a fart in the wind. It just like it happened, and then you hear it, and it's just gone. It's like, okay, like what's going on? So it's like always seems to be like me having to try and round everyone up, lasso everyone in. So it's good to try and get a bit more variety going on. It's nice to have and then here we are. So
Right, let's see what Jim's response is later.
Jim's response, yeah, send him a photo of it. So yeah, it's
Well, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. It's good to finally get you in, like, I don't know, collabing in, I guess, something popping in.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm
It's so
enjoying.
good. Like, I was even saying to like our other mate who's like another like co-host Wookie. I was like, I've got to get him on at least while Mules is still here, because like it'd be kind of just funny just to do like a whole. Like, it's just half this season has basically been sub out Jim basically.
Yeah.
And it's just been like a whole like. Where's Jim gone? Like, where is he coming back? Like, what's happening? But it is what it is. I mean, I think it's kind of nice to kind of mix it up a little bit. It's been kind of fun. So yeah, it's something. Me and Mules ends up just kind of like what that first episode I got you on was still. I always think it's kind of funny. Like,
yeah, that's just like we don't know what we're doing.
Where do we go? What do we do? Because like for me, like I'm so used to Jim that
yeah,
it was kind of like, how do we do this like with Mules? Like, how do then Mules is like, I don't know, like, because it's different for him, and I don't know. It's one of those things because like for himself, like streaming wasn't really you've streamed a lot now, but you never really like did a lot of streaming. So like I guess there's that kind of barrier of like being in front of a camera, doing stuff, talking. Where I was gonna say like you on the other hand, Gents, you've been behind in front of the camera and behind the you've done a lot of that, so
so it feels very, very natural.
Yeah, it's natural. Exactly. That's like for me as well, like it's kind of natural. It is natural, like I think, and that's what I was gonna say for me. Like I'd been streaming for a long duration, but I think the podcast it created like a different, like, I don't know, not necessarily maybe confidence, I don't know, just a more able to talk to the camera, I guess, because I have to be more prominent to the camera and talking to the audience and being aware that there is possibly an actual audience, where streaming was a kind of a different kind of chill kind of commentary and stuff. And that's, and it's like a long growth of like process of like going through it all and evolve.
It's a journey to put it all together, to be able to capture the imaginations of the people out there.
And that's it. So,
and with Mules, that banana one.
I gotta make some more shorts out of that. I gotta try and capture
Banana Mules. You got me. I was laughing.
The suit did not fit him at all. He was
no. He gave me like a rash all the way around here.
Well, I was gonna say, because you most probably will be here because we are now in October, so we've now in the spooky season of the podcast. and we usually have a bit of vibe that goes on. Usually, I convince Jim to try and like. I know it's not going to take much convincing for Mules to do it. Usually, it
No,
takes
I'll do it.
a little bit for Mules, not for Mules, for Jim. Because, like I said, I didn't even have to ask him, and Mules was like straight in the banana club. I didn't even ask for that. He's like, "Hey, here I am, Banana Man." And, like, I didn't know. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I was like, "Holy crap!" Like,
I didn't tell him about it.
Didn't tell me, didn't know what was going on. But like Jim, it's always like, you know, you want to do this, you want to try and like do this, and like we'll try and get some costumes because it's October, it's Halloween, so try and theme it up a little bit. And sometimes he'll like kind of get involved, sometimes he won't. It's just like it's fun to kind of theme it up and get involved and feel. So it's like what's going on, kind of thing, to add that little bit of extra wall of. Like,
so we're getting costumes.
So yeah, so I mean, if you wanna jump in for Halloween, because I don't know when it actually falls on the date the podcast falls on.
That
But
sounds
it's
like fun. I
early.
mean, I already have stuff I have to have for my kids, so
That's it. Like it's already
I've
ready to
got
go.
stuff.
Costumes are there. Like they're already there. So it's a Friday, so either I do the episode before, it's a delayed episode, and it's on November. It doesn't really matter. Like we've done that before,
Yeah.
where it's like it's technically after Halloween, but it's still within that period, like because content of the week is relative to that week, so it's still that month, even though like it's on the weekend. So it's kind of nice to like roll it over and be like, oh, here we are, here's Halloween, even though it's now 3 days into the next month or 4 days. But it's
Well, for America, it's 2 days. So for everyone else in the
but
world,
otherwise it's
2 days.
capitalizing
Yeah.
on it every week. Otherwise, besides this one, every other weekend going forwards, it's just like costume,
Yeah.
makeup
Yeah.
or something. It's one of those things. But no, it's I don't know. It's
I was just thinking, talking about America, daylight savings tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
So
Oh,
we
great.
actually go back an hour. I'm so excited.
You go forwards.
No, they got 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
So
We
an hour
we go forward. So we go back to, sorry, in my mind, we go back to closer to American time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour. Yep.
It's a
Yeah,
weird.
about 1 hour.
It's a weird process. Yeah, we're still ahead of them.
It's
by,
nice.
Like, was it like a day? Isn't it? Like we're ahead of them by a
12
day,
hours.
but reduced by an hour.
It's like 14 hours or something.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And then
Instead of, like,
tomorrow we'll wake
16.
up and it'll be 13 hours.
Yeah. That's
Which
crazy.
is alright.
Actually, isn't it like really soon? Like, isn't it like at 2? It's like it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It changes. Like it
Yeah,
hits that point,
it
and it's
changes
just
tomorrow
like,
morning. Yeah.
and an hour just like vanishes, kind of thing, or you just like
Yep.
An hour
hour's
repeats
gone.
itself.
It's just boom, and then yeah. No, it's kind of funny because I will mention that it's weird. I don't know whether it's because of like years of conditioning, even though in Queensland we don't have daylight savings. It's always times the same.
Yeah.
I always kind of know when it's getting close because I'll wake up and be like, oh, it feels like this time, but it's not. Like it feels
Yeah.
like it's an hour ahead. Like the morning, like yesterday morning, I woke up and I'm like, oh, it feels like it's 8 o'clock, and I'm like, well, it's only 7. Like, why does it feel like it's 8, but it's not? Like it's weird that I'm adapting to everyone else, like the other times, like which feels like that whole, like, our whole East Coast should be theoretically changing, not just the south side of the fucking East Coast. Like, it's just weird. So
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of daylight savings. I think it needs to go, to be honest.
it's
I
just...
think there needs to be like a Australia, because it's weird. Like every state has its own take on daylight savings, whether they do it or not. And if you think about it, I live in, like, let's say you live in the East Coast. Victoria and Sydney, I mean, and New South Wales generally have the same clock, but then going further on, like to Queensland, it's an hour back, and then you go into the central territories, and then
It's half an hour ahead.
It's
or
half an hour ahead, and then and you go back, and it's like
we're
2
the
hours.
only one,
2 hours.
like, basically
It's
when it changes, we're the only one that doesn't change. Like, we stay on the exact same time. We don't gain an hour, we don't lose an hour. Like, we have nothing. Like, it's just constant. And it feels weird that, like,
I agree with that. Yeah, I think it's great, because then the because how was it today? We have, I think the time zones are like 1 hour difference. And so you have East Coast, which will be 9, and then you have the central of Australia, which will be 8, and then you'll have the West Coast, which will be 7.
Yeah.
And so that's nice. It's great. And then tomorrow, it's like all of a sudden we'll be 3 hours ahead of you there, Mules.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, you would be. Yeah, you'll be 3 hours. I'm still 2 hours ahead of him. Like he's
You're
just
2
like,
hours, and then
yeah,
he's
it's not
on his
normal.
time, and so we're all at different times.
Then you're gonna
If
try.
I say
Yep.
11 to you, you'll be like, huh?
Yeah, I know. It
That's
makes my
12.
calculations. I'm like, hang on. Oh god.
Well, that's like when I was
You
like,
say
messaging
10,
you.
that's 8, that's
Yeah,
9, and it's
you're
like,
trying to
oh
work
god.
it out and calculate it and divide. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know. It's weird, but
Well, the reason why I'm not a big fan of it is is all the stats and stuff that have come out that have said that the daylight savings in when you're gaining time or losing time, because of that hour loss of sleep, a lot of people get affected, and their physical bodies get affected. They start having heart attacks, and they start having a whole bunch of nonsense happen to them. It's quite sad. And then gaining time, we get an extra hour of sleep, so that's nice. It's nice to have an extra hour, but
I saw.
you still have to lose that hour to gain the hour.
It's all exactly. It's all foobar. Like it makes no sense. Like it's a whole
Yeah.
rigmarole of bullcrap. Like it's just.
And
It's
I'd rather
very-
have it like with you guys, where it's a consistent time throughout the year, and then the seasons and the days get longer and change throughout. You just know the time's the time; it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like that's the funny part too. It shows you how bullcrap it is because only so much of Australia had certain time zones to begin with, and then they decided at some point, going, "We want to have daylight savings. We want to gain an hour." It's like they've just gone, "Oh, we're just going to do this all of a sudden." It's just like that's not you've now changed consistently from what an actual time zone is, just because you've gone, "Oh, we feel like this now." It's like. So realistically, I could be like, I feel like it's 3 hours ahead, and it's not 11:22, it's now 2:22 or something like that. Like because that's how they think. Like they've just gone. Some person
They got on their feels.
There's no actual thing. Like someone just made it up and just gone. Oh, it's this time now. Like like these guys are half an hour behind, but still ahead. It's like. Who no one denoted that it was literally, well, someone did denote. There's just one guy after like a group of people like we want this, and he's gone okay, done. Like that's all it is.
And
like,
now everyone is forced to follow this
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah.
Because there would have been that one dude who said, "Nah, Australia, one time."
yeah, like
And they were
originally
going,
that's what it
"No."
would have been. Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense when you go from one side to another. Like I can get that being because rotation. That's. But when you've got things in the same margin of rotation, like how do you define a different section of time when you're all on the same line crossing? Like, I guess Earth rotation is not on the straight axis, but still, even then, like, how do you denote that? Like, because of 6 months of the year, whatever it is completely different. Like, how do? I know it's.
I mean, like places like the very south, like Tasmania, where it's like at 10 o'clock at night, it's bright daylight.
Yeah.
When you deal with the longitude, then it's a bit different. Like, then you could probably count it as like.
It's yeah.
Actually,
But I
then
mean,
the sun
I
doesn't
mean,
set.
still, it's like when summertime, you know that the days are going to be longer,
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
In my eyes,
It's
and like I don't need to like for the time to change to make it seem like okay. I know that 6 p.m. is going to be light, or right now it's dark out there, but it's going to be light soon enough, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going to sleep and it's still light.
and that's it. Like, I mean, it was like when I went down to Melbourne a couple of years ago, and I guess it was around this time because it was October. It was like an amazement to me where I was like, it's 9 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what the fuck are the stars? Because it was just daylight still. Oh, like that was like a big shock to me. I was like, fuck, this is just a normal night, like afternoon, friggin' like sunsetting. Not even sunsetting. Like it hadn't even started yet, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where's the moon? Where's the stars at? Like, what the fuck? Fuck off, son. Too much of it. Like, I don't know.
It's true. It's true.
It's a different.
Having lived in Korea, the days would set really, really late in summer, and in winter it would get early really quick as well. So in winter, it's almost like the sun would come up at like maybe 10 a.m. and it would set at 4.
Yep.
And so you're at work before the sun comes up, and you go home, you finish work when the sun goes down. Basically, you don't get sunshine.
I mean, yeah, and that's the other thing too. It would be interesting to be like in other places that do have technically shorter days because of where they are in the rotation of like the Earth and the Sun, and there are shorter section of days, even though like a day still consists of the same 24 hours. It's just the light and the night is what's allocated to people, and I guess we're lucky to be able to have our 12 hours of daylight, where some people just have a full 24 hours of daylight, and there's some people that have, I guess, 6 hours of daylight. It's
some people just have darkness.
Yeah, it's crazy
for the other months.
it's just crazy, like how that's a thing. It's just, but I mean, it is. It's kind of, you take it for granted, I guess. Be lucky that we're in a spot where we get the privilege to have 12-hour cycles.
Yep.
Of day and night, I guess, but. Oh.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice, but yeah. So, I don't know. It's kind of like a.
So we've talked about time.
We've talked about time. Talk about. Ironically, we could talk. No, we're not even going to talk about the stonks. We always joke about, because like you're the stonks guy, so we always make jokes every time. It's always like a little joke just because. So yeah,
so get the Milton outfit on.
So make reference, get the stonks, shaved head, just the suit and the Fortnite skin, that the stock Fortnite guy, the dummy. He's just like a mannequin dummy. But no, yeah, this is for context, for those that finally want to get the context. This is when we talk about stocks. Jim doesn't like to talk about stocks and cryptos and stuff like that, but I think it's mostly because he doesn't really understand it. But when we do kind of refer to it, it's usually because of Gents. He's a big into his crypto market and stock exchange.
Yeah, I'm the trading man.
The trading man. So I was gonna say, speaking of that,
trading's fun.
We have talked about it off camera and in private, basically. But I do want to bring up the that segment we had a few episodes back with Mules on his little escapades of the market exchange that we made fun of. Our little
God, that was April Fool's.
Yeah,
that was
great.
April Fool's.
That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. It was fun watching that.
That was a good episode. That was the first radio style episode. That was the first, like, we could Mules in, mix it up a little bit. I planned so much, kind of like planned it, didn't plan it. It was kind of like a whole rigmarole, but it was fun. It's one of those things. Got to pull the work out. You got to kind of make it a bit entertaining. We're not just a normal podcast. It's a bit of entertainment as well. We've got to have a bit of fun with it. So it's good having your own platform. You can create, do whatever you want, kind of thing. So
still got all my notes from the episode. Like Dill, Dobson, Dilly, Frank, Ken, Zeke.
That was like a one-man band. You coming in as every person.
Yeah, but we didn't think it through very much. So they're like, "Oh, we're going to bring in the next caller." But as they're saying next caller, it's going, "Oh shit, I've got to figure out someone else to do."
I love it.
Well, I had like 2 seconds and like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of played it, kind of didn't exactly. Like, it was kind of good that we could have him there, and then if it didn't work, we just were like, "Oh no, that's why we're like, oh, the caller's not there," because we couldn't like get him in, and like there was so many different things going on.
Well,
it was just...
Yeah, because there was one where I just like sat down and I just like went to say something and I just froze because like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm going to say next after this, and then we're just like, oh, we've lost the line.
And that's it. And I mean, it worked not having video for that reason, because it was literally like this in video, but then you could see us like planning as we went, so I had to cut up a lot of things to like break it in and clean.
Did you ever think about like doing soundboard changes to your voice?
That was a thought of something.
That was gonna, but yeah.
I did even say to him that I was gonna like maybe put his voice through, but I was like, nah. When I was listening back to it, it was just hilarious that it was just Mules the whole time. Like, because I said to Mike, I could like add filters to it and do some editing and stuff, and I was gonna do that. Like, I was gonna give like a female voice and stuff. I was gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, but what Nick said, once I like just had it play, I was like, nah, this is too good. Like just having mules be mules. Mules the whole time as different, like it's just comedy gold to me anyway. I just felt like just listening to it just cracked me up. Like I'm sitting there cutting and laughing as I'm editing and trying to keep it like, and I'd like repeat and loop back, and it was great. It's so good. It's the favorite part. And like
it was lots of fun.
The favorite part that I did learn how to wing was like when we had him on as a caller, and then we went away, and then we had him come back, but he forgot his character, and he was playing one of the other previous characters, so I had to play back like, oh, it's the caller from before. It was just funny because he stuffed up, but it was like, it will work with this and we'll play with it, and it was just fucking great. It's like, oh, we've got him back, and it's like that. You do that with radio. You have a caller call in, and you kind of like, okay, yep, move them on, and then they call back up again. It's just like, why are they keep calling back? So it was kind of nice that it happened to make that like joke reference to that. So it's kind of nice when things naturally kind of play out and create a whole story of its own, and yeah, it's one of those things, honestly. So, but you've been enjoying the podcast. You've been listening along for a while now as well. So
yeah, exactly. I've been listening. I've been watching the videos and watching your videos as well.
And seeing it evolve as we've been progressing along.
See your videos evolve, and the whole. Shining light. What's it? The divine light.
The divine light of action video.
Yeah. Hang on. It's still there. I haven't taken the thing down.
Have you shown him?
It's Inception now.
Does he know what's there? Do you know what's there on that wall?
Divine light.
No.
That little thing where his finger's pointing at. Go grab it. He's gonna go grab it. We've had that for a couple episodes now.
Oh.
Oh, it's off now. It's finally come off.
It's been up there for weeks.
Yeah, it's on there for a few episodes we've had. So
I'll be watching you sleep meals every day.
Yeah.
My eye on you.
Through a little portal. But yeah, that's the thing I was gonna come around to is we've I guess I should, like, for those, because we kind of have talked about Gents like vaguely on episodes and try to like kind of talk about who you are, like, as we've gone, like how we know and stuff. But I mean, Jim was really the whole of it all, which is like, it kind of sucks that he's not here. Like, he's missing out on this because like Jim's basically the center point of it all that kind of like brought, like, I don't know, connected us all together.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny. So but I mean, we all in commonality in the as a whole, we're all streamers. In gamers, streamers, well, gamers, I guess, is the main centrifuge of it, and then a layer on top of that, it would be streamers, and then whatever other layers you want to add to it. But I know we're not ogres, but you know, that's just
content creators.
So yeah, so
and then just people that just want to have fun.
Yeah,
as well.
So and I mean, it's kind of funny because like what I want to bring, because I did say to you vaguely what we were going to talk about and stuff. Like, it's just ideas. I just spit things off my head, but I don't know, a key thing that's kind of like, say, the whole divine light thing is kind of funny because like I talked about it a few times. I done a shift with like the channel on my YouTube, and Mules had started talking about his for a while, and like he wanted to do something because where he was with his career shift and things were happening, so he started doing his YouTube, and it was kind of nice that we had like it was seeing his content and my content, like kind of similarities but kind of different. But then I don't know why we thought it was funny, but then you had your video because you've been getting into the whole, because you're video studying and learning film and stuff like that, film and TV, and kind of had a spark interest in towards that. And
it was kind of weird how it all was at the same time around us. You guys started talking about it, and I was like, hold on a second. Just wait. Why is this happening?
Yeah, and that's it. Like, because I've always been into film and TV and kind of stuff, like just like every kind of art stuff I've always been involved in, and like I said, making videos has always kind of been one of my main go-tos. That's why I think, for me, that's why I was able to kind of lead into like video with gaming and stuff, because I'd always put myself in front of a camera as much as I could myself, and I had to do a lot of it myself. So it was kind of like a learning curve for me doing streaming and stuff like that, and seeing it as an art form and what I could do with that. And I mean, everyone has their own different approaches on how and why they get into things, but like, I mean, Mules is just kind of, I guess, it just stepped along. I'm guessing it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
It just happened.
It just happened, rolled along. I mean, like you on the other hand, like what about you? Like how did I know film specifically? You said to us like film specifically was like because you want to use that as a for your business for your work, like you're
Exactly.
learning.
So I know no one out there probably knows who I am or what I do. I have a business, and in my business, it's very visually oriented, and so I need to be able to see things and be able to capture moments. And I just found it to be able, especially in this new era, this new world that we're going into, you have to be online. You have to have a presence on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, just as not as an individual, but as a business itself. And so for me, it was the step of basically, okay, I need to take my skill and transfer it over into my business so that I can make my business more beneficial, make it greater, because
Spread
obviously
awareness.
the spread awareness, you're able to then draw some traction, and traction draw profits and turnover and stuff. So it's obviously all companies do the same thing, like I'm sure you've seen toothpaste ads. They couldn't have just been selling toothpaste by themselves doing nothing. So they obviously you need the product or the service, and then you need people to be aware of that service to be able to utilize it. And and you do that in multiple different ways. So there's voice formats, there's video, there's pictures. So Instagram has been fantastic in that sense, with photographs and just being able to string together quick videos to check out for people to see. So just being able to do it a lot more professionally is the reason why I was heading into that, just so because it's so expensive. Coming down to it, film is crazy expensive, and that comes down to the gear. I don't know if you remember when I sent you like how much things would cost.
Yeah, that's why usually people hire stuff out because it's cheaper to hire than to actually buy, and then that's why because then the insurances are high because the equipment is high. So like it's a whole cycle on itself, and that's why everyone usually refers to as everything for hiring, because it's easier just to hire a crew, which is then hiring or who have their own equipment, or they're hiring equipment, and it's just a whole all float on to everything else and just run from there kind of thing.
But the equipment itself is also like you'll be spending $500 to $1,000 a day just on a camera, like a camera body, not on the lenses and the insurance and stuff. And then going further and into that, you're looking at hiring the crew, like you said, and hiring the crew itself is another, like, I don't know, for a DP it'll probably be like between $1,000 to $2,000 to just have a person guiding and filming and stuff like that. And then you have editors and audio technicians and all the rest of it. So there's a lot that goes into it.
It adds up. So which makes sense. Like just do it yourself, I guess. If you
Exactly,
it's a lot cheaper in the end, and especially then if you may end up spending a couple of thousand on equipment, but then you own the equipment, you have it yourself.
Yeah.
It's just, and then you can go.
And then I also have I also then have the knowledge to be able to go forward forever, and eventually I could actually rent out the equipment myself if someone wants to hire it from me down the road. And then but yeah, ultimately I have the knowledge, and I'm able to use that and transfer it over to multiple different aspects of my life, and like this, for example, having like decent camera quality is a nice thing. It's an added bonus.
That's exactly it. It's most gear these days are very multi-diversal, like being able to use for everything. You can use most like cameras for anything, not just for a webcam, for filming, for photography, but they're so good quality that you can like use them for high budget filming, for advertisements or films or whatever. Like even phones these days are getting that crazy point, because there was a recent, I can't remember what the movie was I recently saw it, but there was a movie that was completely filmed with an iPhone. Like it was like the film used like 17 iPhones or something like that. It was all filmed with, like, it's crazy these days that like how accessible it can be. It just depends on how you want to approach it, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's really amazing. Like having all of this technology at our fingertips allows it, and it's cheaper than it used to be. It used to be even more expensive than it is now. It's been going down in price, which is great.
When you think of it, yeah, it seems pricey, but when you look at it, it's actually a lot cheaper.
Yeah, because the inflation and stuff and the value of things are actually getting less. Like over time, like they're more advanced, and therefore things are done at more scale, and it can be reduced in price. Yeah,
accessible because of the amounts that are being sold and purchased.
A whole bunch of supply, and that's where my trading comes in as well. Understanding
skills.
market dynamics.
It's all the skills that are diverse across all these different fields, and you find points that are similar, and you go, oh, well, this works with this will work with that, and just use those skills and
exactly
spread them around.
But that's basically the reason why I got into my whole filming thing. I actually started YouTube and streaming like a while. Like that's how Mules and I came into contact.
Yeah.
Wait, Mules is on my. Are you this side?
I'm on the other side.
I'm on the right side.
You're on that side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll point there. So Mules over here. I basically was able to connect with you guys through Mules, I think, initially.
Yeah.
And Mules was the first one. He actually came and watched my stream when I was still living in South Korea. And when he wasn't even like finished school, he was just like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, hi." And back then, I mean,
hang on, what was it? That was the
8 years ago.
Yeah, 2017, something like that. But it was, I remember it distinctly. It was because Mixer used to do when you're in like the final, of the top 10.
Yeah, the pop up.
It would do like it'll pop up into the.
That channel that used to rotate all the different.
Yeah, and it's like
last final rounds or whatever the winning rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, and it's like that was the entire reason I stumbled across you.
Well, thanks, crazy. Mixer, for that. Mixer doesn't even exist anymore.
That's it. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy just like how things can just like connect, and then you see where you are and how things are just a ripple effect.
Yeah,
if one thing didn't happen.
Introduced to Jim, and then a couple years later was introduced to Daz, and here we are.
Did you know Jim before Dale?
No, I met him through a friend, another friend.
Oh, okay. It was an online, like streaming, or in person?
Well, he was watching. So I was playing games. So it was when I was with MKU, and I used to play a lot with Lance. His name was and Jim used to watch Lance, and because me and him used to play a lot together, and Jim would just be in the chat talking and stuff like that, and then I don't even know how it came about though, but like we just started playing games. It was so random. Like I think he would join me and Lance when we're playing games because Jim just liked to jump, so he'd jump in, play with us, and then somehow we just like added each other, and then we just played games together, and then Lance was no longer in the picture, and then the whole MK thing like fell apart, and then that's when like I met Mules, and then you and then it's just like it's a weird how circumstances play out, like how you just meet people and just play a few games, and it just becomes a thing.
It becomes like the habit. It becomes a thing, yeah. And then become friends. I've never met you guys in real life ever. Yeah. But I've known you for like over 8 years.
Yeah. It was like a year. I think it was like a year after Jim had met Mules, is when Yeah,
because I'd known Jim for a while before I met you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of funny. It's just that's how things work. It's just so weird that it just plays out the way it does. So it's
yeah. Is Lance the guy that you're playing Firebreak with right now?
No, so that's I'm playing with his my mate Eddie. So I've known him for like 20 years. Like he's an old school friend for me. Like I met him through an art thing. So me and Eddie kind of always have an on-off kind of weird on-off friendship. because he's. There's been a lot of things. It's just kind of we butt heads a few times, and it's just kind of an on-off friendship. There's a whole history there, but yeah, it's been crazy. But it's just learning to just get used to. I don't know, it's just creating certain barriers with some people, and you got to with some people. So
yeah,
it's one of those things.
But
But
yeah,
no, he's still my friend. It's just yeah, it's just we've had
I was gonna say
rough ride.
the collumative. I don't know. Correct me on this.
Yeah.
What's the word? Mills?
Cumulative.
What? Say it again.
Oh shit. Cumulative.
Cumulative. Yes, there we go.
That's it. There you
go. Thank you. It's like when you think about it, you can get your tongue tied quite easily. But the cumulative effect of all three of us kind of stumbling across video at kind of the same time for all different reasons. Because I'm for me, it came from my business. For Mills, it came from his kind of like circumstances where he was, like the change that was happening with him. And then for you, Daz, what is video to you?
Well, see, the whole thing for me, like I'd been making videos on my YouTube channel for years. I've got several million, like I'd say several million. It feels like it, but I've always got so many different YouTube
hundreds
channels,
of videos,
and I'm always like trying to find. I'm always telling stories basically, because it's just another creative, and it's more a visual, because it's like everything's a performance, and it's the constant performance of seeing and creating and trying to find the creative outlet, because I'm always into my art. So I've always seen everything I've done as a creative outlet. It's an art form. So whether it's been streaming, it's been the videos, the blogging, like I've had so many different things, because I've done vlogging on YouTube because I wanted to try that as an outlet, and it kind of worked, but it there's a lot that goes into vlogging. Like you've really got to be onto it, and it's a lot of work. And it's just like there's a level of commitment when I want to have fun and do stuff and kind of share stories and share moments, but then blogging's just a bit too much of that, and you kind of need your own room to breathe and think.
Yeah, your space.
And yeah, because you do really share a lot of yourself when you do blogging, but then it's like, how much are you showing of yourself, and then how much are you putting on as a fake version of yourself to try and make it seem like it's more than what it is. And there's a whole thing to it, so it's just kind of like it gets disgusting, it gets messy, and it's just like, yeah, no, it's too much of a play almost, and it's just like yeah, and it's like you don't want to be always doing that. So the YouTube, my main channel, which is like I say, the podcast is another outlet for YouTube, and it's another kind of performance in a sense, but it's being myself being a louder version of myself, not so quiet, I guess, because I get to talk and a lot of talk and talk and just blah 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 blah, kind of thing. And it's just one of those venti kind of therapeutical spaces to think a little bit. But my main channel was a lot of gaming, and I had ideas for things that I wanted to do, and gaming was always there. Kind of, it was just easy to just play games and do stuff with it and send it on its way, kind of easy. But gaming is very saturated, and it's kind of not really much of an art form when you're not really creating any art. So and I always used to do a lot of on my older channel, I used to do a lot of video editing and kind of like short films and stuff, and it was something I always liked to do, even though it was always myself, because I always had to keep myself entertained, because it's always just been me. So I had to find ways, and that's what got me into gaming, was entertaining myself. And it would always be the videos, and kind of it got to a point where it was kind of a callback to that. I'm not exactly sure what necessarily was the idea. Like I had an idea I wanted to shift the channel because I wanted to do more, because it was just like gaming was dying. It was already dead for me, but it was like on the channel. But I wanted to make the channel seem like it had a bit of life to it, some substance. So then I started changing and doing a little bit more, and a lot of the concepts came from like doing like unboxings and stuff, but I wanted to add a little bit more substance to it. So I was telling the whole story and be like the whole and that's why, if you've noticed with a lot of my videos, they're very almost like shit happened to be the best part of it because it became more detective-y based. And that's where a lot of the videos were, because I was doing unboxing, but I was telling like a history of the game. It was me doing a bunch of research and understanding and kind of informing. So it was kind of being like doing research and then come like almost, I don't know, I felt like almost like an essay where like I had to go do the research, do the essay.
I was actually going to say that it when I was watching it, it sounded very much like, if you don't mind me saying, a journeyman's monologue.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like, because it's like it's a person who's going on the journey,
Yeah,
and then kind of keeping a diary of what the journey that they're on, and then presenting that as what it is. And so it's informative, and it's also kind of like it gets a unique take on who you are, which is great.
And
you have also got a very slight comedic feel to your videos, whereas Mules is just pure comedy.
Yeah.
And then people on his videos think that he's depressed because
I love that.
They don't get the sarcasm.
I love that. It's like, oh my god, how do you not get it? Like, it's completely satire. Like, the whole thing is just taking the piss. But it's like that taken so seriously. That people think it's like, are you good? Like, you okay? Like, I'm receiving your depression here. That. Like, I've received your depression.
What is that one comment that you got on your video?
Like, hang on. It's in a screenshot folder somewhere.
Because I think you deleted it. Didn't you delete it or something? You removed it.
Yeah, I removed it.
But yeah, so that's exactly it. Like, it's for me, it's always trying to find that level. Like, Mules is Mules. Like, he just has that natural kind of, I don't know, like, it's just one of those things. But I guess he is like being what he's in his industry. He's, oh god, why'd you pop that up?
Pick up the stream.
Everyone can look at it.
Oh, do you want to look at the? He can look at it. We've already seen it. The comment. It's the comment, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the comment.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny. I think we have popped it up before in another episode of the podcast. We have looked at it.
Possibly.
But yeah, it was funny. It was fucking, because it was like you just posted the video. Like, it was very fresh too, because you'd posted the video. It wasn't.
It was like 2 hours afterwards.
Yeah, it was like the comment was into it. It's just like, what the fuck? Because he sent me straight. Like, it's like, look at this. What the fuck? You know, it was great. But no, there's just something about Mules' like take on videos. But like, I feel like it comes from a lot of his, like I said, work, because you do a lot of teaching, so you've got that vocality to everything. You know what I mean? Like, you've got that approach. So you kind of, as a teacher, you kind of got to be a little bit entertaining in the sense, because you've got to be charismatic to keep people, because you've got to share information. You got to get it across. You got to like make sure people are listening and learning and constantly like. So I feel like it's become a natural thing over time. That's just kind of that little spark of like, you know, it's blending everything together, and it just works so well. And it's just, now you got the videos, and it's just you with your skills, and it just comes out perfect. Like,
just me being me.
Yeah, it's fucking they're hilarious.
It's really good. It's really good. I enjoy it.
And video editing, and the magic that is video editing. That's
because because I'm always like, a lot of my videos, like, it's weird. My humor is very different. My humor is how I approach humor, and it's a different. I don't know. To me, I feel like it's different anyway. But I think on a different level. Conceptually, like, I feel there's like layers. Like, I think of like layers when I do things. Sometimes it's got to, like, again, like, being that you've mentioned before, the divine light, like, things kind of like are set up to be another thing, to set up for another thing. Like, it's not just a point, it creates more. Like, it's everything I do creates life for the next thing or the next thing. Like, everything I'm doing is like leaving little seeds that are just like planting growth for the next thing, and just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And then it's just a big field of pickles everywhere, because all the cucumbers are growing everywhere, and it's just fields because I've just planted so many seeds everywhere. You know, and that's how I
talking about all those pickles. When you sent me a video, sorry, when I saw your is it your YouTube cover?
Yeah, the pickle characters, yeah.
The pickle characters that you just carried on adding on. I found it very interesting, because I was like, that one really looks like me. the pink tutu with the crown. I was like, is that like a reference to me?
Yeah, because he was messaging me the other day asking that when he was looking at it, because he was the photo. He like looked at it. He's like, "Is that?" I was like, "It's just so random." Like, my brain is just like comes up with the most randomish things. Like, I don't know why. Like, I know it's like I wanted a pickle character, but then like I've got that red one, which was kind of influenced by like the red one from Fortnite, but it was more of like because he's angry, so he's red, and then all these things were going on, and I kind of wanted to like show more of my characters because this pickle dude just shows up in Fortnite. I'm just like annoyed because I've requested them to add a pickle skin and they did it. But I'm like, that's like I wanted to hopefully get. I had a goal in my dream of being like, if I could become full-on content creator, get big, I want to make my pickle skin. I want all these things that they need to give me my dues, and then they just go and do it. And I was like, you motherfuckers, like this is shit that's just happening before I've got the chance to even get myself running to be like, I'm big YouTuber, get me my skin, you know. And I was like, so I've just been like, I was like, I needed to show that I've had these like thoughts, and so it's kind of like everything I do is kind of like leaving a footprint to show an identity, and it's just like I've had concepts of these things there, and that was kind of like where I did that. I was kind of like a little bit. I was like, I want to show that it's more identities of like whether it's the one or not, but it's like showing a performance. So that's why every time I kind of create something, it's just those characters specifically was just like here's a bunch of random different versions, whether it's of myself or what it is, but it's just like here's a bunch of characters.
Because I thought that the one that in the air that was like in the air with the thing on. I thought that was Mules.
Yeah, you're the luchador because you're flying.
He's up there flying. Yeah, I was just like, this is gonna be Mules.
That's what I mean. Like I don't know. Like
subconsciously something must be happening.
Like subconsciously things can be influenced, but I mean, like I've worn a tutu in the past, so like that can like inspire me. Like I don't know, just random thoughts pop in, and I just design and create things. And
in the past, you have ascended.
Yeah, so
you've gone flying.
Done plenty of things. So.
And so. It is another thing. This week is a big week for us gamers, because we have OG finished, like just the new season of OG that just came out in Fortnite. But when it comes to Battlefield 6, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've spoken about it before on this channel.
A little bit, not really.
A little bit.
We touched
Battlefield
on it last
6
week.
comes out in 6 days.
Yes, it's
so that's next week. One more week before the next podcast, and I don't know. We will be jamming hard.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well,
Mules may get it by the time who knows?
May possibly not.
Whenever it arrives,
we'll see.
When it arrives, then you'll join us.
Yeah, it's pre-ordered. Just when it arrives is when it arrives.
So I've got a bit.
I'm sure you'll get it on like day one. If it's pre-ordered, you'll be on the list for it to be.
Yeah.
Is it being delivered, or do you have to go pick it up?
It's been delivered.
Yeah, nice.
So hopefully they get on.
That's good.
Oh, pardon me. But yeah, so like I say, everything's a big design. I know my brain is always thinking, creating, influencing, whatever. Subconsciously doing stuff. It's like
the creativity is good.
It never stops, honestly. Like it never stops. It's always going. So there's always, that's why I said there will always references and callbacks, and sometimes there'll be something that's like Mules will do that I'll use as a reference callback. I mean, your biggest video, like your video is like the one that kind of started the biggest, like a lot more of the memes.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like the jokes we've had.
Nobody's even seen the original apart from us.
No one's seen the original Torch video. It's there. It's hidden away in the.
Oh yeah, that we talking about my Torch video.
yeah. That's what started. Well, like I said, because like my lead was already doing kind of different stuff, and then I was like, yeah, my channel's loose for whatever anyway. So it's kind of just, it didn't really matter. So, and I was like, no, and that's like me and Mills were just like giggling about it. We're like, oh, we should totally just do a bit and just like parodize. That's the thing. We should parodize the video, and we did. And we had the two different versions. But we planned like for so long. How do we approach this? And we talked, what we're gonna
well,
do.
a new one's coming soon that you guys can.
New videos come soon.
Can copy.
Yes.
So,
I've been lacking on ideas.
It's gonna be fun. I want to see what you do with it.
I've been busy, and
He's been busy again.
The walk video is not done yet.
It's still going. Like I like I said, I put the other day out, which you said you saw was my grilled cheese video. Did you watch that, Gents? Did you watch my grilled cheese video?
I have not watched the grilled cheese video yet.
Mules
Let
has
me
seen
go
it.
just check. Look.
You watched it. How much did you watch Mules? Did you watch the whole thing? Did you?
The entire thing.
It's a bit of a journey, isn't it? It's something. It's.
I like the Shrek callback.
Yeah. So there's that's what I said. There's things that all kind of like refer. Everything's
Also,
kind of.
And also my monologue that's playing in the back.
That's a big callback to it too. Is that's your monologue filtered through AI to extend it, and then also speech, which is great. But it adds something.
Oh, that's why. I didn't see it because I think it got lost in all the fire break streaming you've been doing.
Yep. Yeah, the
and
Alan
so
Wake
it kind of like the Alan
Wake.
Wake and then the fire break and stuff. It didn't it got lost in all of that. Yeah.
So that one's there. It's an interesting approach. It's more of that one is kind of a performance in a sense, because I didn't do any like monologuing. Like there's no monologuing. There's no me talking. It's just me performing, and that's basically what the video is. It's like a performance. But then I was like, how do I layer this in the right way? So luckily, Mules came up with that random caption on this video. That I was like, this is gonna work. Like this is, and sometimes with some videos they need to bake. Some things need to just sit and cook a little bit, and to come back with because there's that one thing that goes, this is right for that. So sometimes you just got to put things on the back burner and just let it sit for a little bit. Like Mules is still working on his walk video. Like you might find something that will work, and you're like, luckily I left and waited for it because, and yeah. So that video, the grilled cheese, when you watch it, it's just basically like a weird trip psychosis. It's a real art performance, that one, in a sense. Like it's how I did it. So it's everything's just.
I've got it queued up, ready to watch it after we're done.
So you'll watch that. The cap, like the from the thumbnail to the title to the description to what goes on in the video to then the narration that exists within the video, all just like completely random. It's a whole like question. It questions your, like, after watching you be like, why did I watch that? Like it makes you just want to question, being like, what was the point of that? You know what I mean? So you'll definitely get it after you watch it, or if you read what's there. It's just the title basically has it like already there, ready to go. It's a perfect title. So it's a good video. Like it's something. And there's a few other videos I've got coming. Mule saw the one I've got posted for Tuesday. It's a callback to the chip video stuff, so new technically chip video. Possibly setting up, possibly not setting up for anything. It's kind of a nice little open-ended kind of video that leaves depending on whatever happens.
And I also I have an idea for a response video to Mules' 2-minute noodles videos.
2-minute videos. I've got a video that I still got to edit of that. I've got a gourmet 2-minute video noodles.
That's like, you did that ages ago.
Yeah, I still haven't edited it yet. Like I've got videos that I've done, and I've got backlog that are just sitting there. Like I said, the grilled cheese video was like done like maybe a month ago. I filmed that, and it's just been sitting there like waiting for me to work on it. And I've got like an easel video that I kind of edited, but I've like got to leave it for a bit and come back over and make sure it's right. And then the noodle video, the chip video I sat on for a bit and I went over and edited it, which is now going to be up Tuesday, which is like a 2-minute video. Like it's just one of those things. I can just film stuff and then just see how I go with it, and if it's like worthy to do anything with. I even filmed stuff for like when I went to Dreamworld as a bit that was kind of like a refer back to my vlogs, but I've got to do some work with it to make it a little bit different and kind of quirky. So it's not normal. It's got to be obscure. So that's something else I've got to do as well. I did explain to Mules what my idea was with some of the stuff where, because I couldn't film a lot of the stuff. Like some stuff I forgot to film, some stuff I couldn't. So I would explain something at the park in video, and then I was going to like, due to certain reasons, I could not film that. And then I was going to do motions where it's like me sitting here like this and it'd be like, I'm on a roller coaster. Whee! And it's going to be stuff like that in the video, because it's like, here's a dramatization of this moment. And it's just going to be like me, like in my
This is
space.
what it felt like.
It's going to be that. So it'd be like me at the park, and it just cuts to me in my house being like, this is what this felt like. And then it's be like, And then I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of that kind of shit to it. It's just gonna be the most dumbest fucking video. That it's just gonna be like, yeah, it's just there's so many things I've got like running through my head. It's just crazy. So there's so many videos I've got lined up and setting, and I like to see what Mules does because I like to see what he does and then match like the theme sometimes. So that's like I did a noodle video because I wanted to like he did his one spectrum and I wanted to do the other spectrum, and I feel like it's kind of been something since the torch video because the concept was I said to him like we need to go and try and make like we need to both make it 1-for-1, and I did it 1-for-1. I was impressed with myself that I actually made it like 1-for-1 on par basically, like with everything that was happening from camera angles to the audio to the dialogue. Like
you missed out one scene.
Yeah,
there's only one scene you missed.
Yeah. So it's just it was kind of fun. Like I gave myself that challenge to try and test myself on that. And then Mules was busy, so he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it." And then he's like, "No, stop it! I did it." And he was like last minute did it turnaround. It's fucking great. The video is fucking wonderful. And sometimes it just takes that, but it was like, it was good to see his interpretation of a concept that was there and taking that. And that's why like I've talked to him about like we should try and do challenges where we give like a concept on the table, and this is like here's like the plot, the theme, like things like that, and then go from there and just go away and then like make the videos and then come back and see what our videos are like. To see like,
but even if it's like an idea pot, in a sense of there's a whole bunch of ideas that go into a pot, and then okay, you guys go away with these ideas, let it cook for a bit, see what you come up with, come back together, and then see what ideas you split out. Then after that, go and make videos and stuff.
Well, that's it. So there's so many things which we've got like. I mean, we've got plans in the works of our bloody possible Discord the movie.
We're gonna do it soon.
We're gonna do it some point.
Like now.
Yeah. And
we're gonna start this week.
And I've got those. What? Well, I've got that footage from the last podcast. I've got to take note of that.
Oh yeah, because there's the whole bit that we There
was a bit that was in the podcast because we talked about like we're going to do like a. I don't know if you've watched the episode yet, but we're talking about doing a horror podcast, like using the podcast as a premise for the movie, so that we could use elements and incorporate it into a horror film. And the last episode we had a moment where I was just like, what's going on? Because there was something that was a weird noise, and I was like, what the hell's actually going on? I was like in sheer actual like, what the fuck? And I was like, we should use that as actually footage for the video.
It was completely natural that you're like, what's that sound? And walked out of frame. It's like, clip so that. Perfectly. We need that.
So it's like that's me. So sometimes footage can come from just the moments, like, and it can work, like it can be used. So it's a concept that we're gonna have to try and record different elements for, and then come together and edit them and work it out. So at some point we'll try and work on that and maybe get it hopefully get it done before the year is out. Not necessarily for Halloween.
Is this like a Discord collab type of pass on the filmmaking to the next person, and they add in a bit of video, and then you add in a bit of video, and then you keep on going?
So it's going to be from two perspectives. So it's like it would start here on the Discord call, and it was all going to be about with like how we haven't seen Jim for like 6 months or whatever. And then it was like it was going to cut, and so the scenes where it would go off on the two different paths, it would be from this frame, and then like we'd have a camera off screen, and then we would like turn to it, and then we would start our piece to camera and our stories where we're getting hunted or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we had the concept where it ended up being where once like it would be in the like starts Discord, and as soon as we turn, that's when it separates, and he would go and initiate once I've turned and left frame, then I initiate that section, and then I would film my parts and create up my story of the horror story in my interpretation, and then whatever happens would have to tie it, and then he would have his interpretation, his edit and stuff, and we're going to bring them together to have them as like the two different parts of the film. So there's like part A and part B, but it'd be as part of the whole.
Is it going to be a whole film or like a 5-10 minute video?
Whoever long
we don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Because I think if you shorten your horizons, Halloween is close.
That's what we were.
And that would be like so on theme.
We could do, that was the whole point, but we could make like a 10-15 minute video. That's easy.
That in, yeah. Because it'd be like we're in a call, and then that whole bit of which I might use that as the initial engagement from the last that last episode. Use that as the initial engagement. Use the podcast as we're having a conversation. Do that. Me initiate. Then when I leave, that's when my scene would cut to the like. We'll because I can edit shit in from Mules anyway. Edit in. Basically, the prompts would be story. He would then respond to me not being there, but then it would cut to my perspective, and then my whole story would play out with whatever's going on.
And then
if I'm being killed, or being chased, who knows? Like, however, execute that, and then it'll cut back to Mules because I've gone for the 5-10 minutes. And then my call cuts out, and then Mules is like, "Oh,
yeah,"
okay.
And it's like it disconnects, and then and then from that, my story starts, and then we go off, and then
that engages his perspective, and then whatever happens to him, he can tie in whatever he assumed might have happened with me. It's like doing the whole it's like the one word. You know, when you do one word, make a sentence with one word. It's kind of like almost like that.
It actually reminds me very giving me similar vibes to like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, there's that too. So
type
it's
of like you can have your phone and have like a live camera. And be like running around with the other person watching on Discord, like what's going on, bro?
Anything like that could happen. Like depending on how we decide to
come after me.
Plot, that's it. Like depending on how he could plot it out, like it could happen. Like it could drop from the Discord call. My sequence could be happening, and then I could be bringing up
drop,
the phone
and then instantly it's like Mills is turning, like his door's opening. What's going on? Yeah,
and that's it. Like God. It's a whole tie-in, and there's a whole thing we're gonna play with. So I could create whatever was happening with me. He could create whatever was happening to him. We come back, and then we could be like, let's just see what's going on. It could either tie in, it could not. Like it could be like some random person in black trying to murder me, but then it could be the person in black or whoever he has his end is robbing him. Like it could be anything. It's just it makes that perspective being like, what the hell's going on? Like is it the same person? Is it not? It's up to the interpretation. It's just.
I'll just tell you, I already know my idea for mine. Mine's gonna be pretty weird.
It's a nice little challenge where it's just like
I can see Mills going off hinge on this one.
So that's it. And it's showing at our disposal of doing what we're already doing, but giving him the opportunity of us filming the way we want to film it. So then the two different shots as well will be very different with the style, the angles, whatever we have that's going to happen, each little narrative. I think we'll have to have the key point of, guess, one character, so then it fluids between the two. Like, say, a person, if we end up having a bad guy, if we show them, it's going to be a person in black or a person in red. We're going to maybe work out those key denotions. But otherwise, it's basically free reign. I mean, I could have in my story the person in black slay me, and then next minute the person in black's broken into Mule's house and he's cooking himself noodles, and then he's just like, it's your last supper, and then it's like feeds it down Mule's throat with boiling water, and then like I don't know, like, and then it cut. That's
so the antagonist is the prime focus, and the antagonist is a faceless villain in a way that can be transferred across multiple accounts.
Whether it's played by ourselves because we might not have anyone else to act it, so I could just be both the bad guy and myself trying to run away from the bad guy, or I could get one of my kids to dress up as the bad guy, and then it goes from being a bad guy that's this tall to a bad guy that in Mules' video that's that tall. You know what I mean? Like, that'll be the funny part of it, I feel like, of it all as well, would be just seeing like how we interpret our stories, and when we come back together, just connecting them up to make the rest of that plot point, and then so now I'm thinking about it, I could use my son as the bad guy in black. It would be funny. I was just seeing a little bad guy, and then
the transform.
The transform of black.
It comes in there, like grows. But like a like do you know what I see? I see like a Pokemon kind of evolution transformation. Yeah.
Every time
just
it kills someone, it's just like Cell. It just turns into another form.
And then it flicks eventually.
Goes from like 4 foot to like 5'11".
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, we've got our concepts all over the place, but that's basically like an idea. Like I said, it's just showing our styles and a little bit different, but then actually still having them come together though, and yeah, it's a cool little thing. We've got to try and I've got plenty of time, all the time realistically, to sitting around at the moment, so still, so I've got a bit of time to do it. But
that'd actually be a great I don't know if you've ever seen the obviously you have seen YouTube Kids because you have kids, and so I know that you put that on. being a fellow dad. There's people that do videos like what's her name's there's this girl called Ivy. My daughter loves watching, like Levi and Ivy, and then
Yep.
Nastasia, and then there's like a whole bunch of other like ones where it's literally just like a girl or a boy or a brother and a sister or whatever it is, that combination, and they do all of these kind of interesting video ideas. And they actually are quite interesting. Obviously, they're home done, but they're like professionally done because they're like spammed out so quickly. But they're really good. It is actually entertaining.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's trash, but sometimes it's actually like a really unique idea that sparks out of it that I think could be put together and done in a good way.
Well, that's kind of it. Like that's what I mean. Yeah, a lot of my videos are kind of a bit like that, but on an adult scale, because just random ideas will pop in my head, and I just kind of run with them and like, oh, let's see if this works. Like I've had videos where I've done videos where I've had an idea, filmed it, put it together with what I edited, and gone, this is complete horseshit. Like that's like that makes no sense. Like it just doesn't work. It's just like, well, no, because the idea in the head seems like great, but when you see it, it's just nothing.
Execution
works.
Doesn't exactly pan out.
So it's it's definitely one of those things. But no, we're gonna try and figure it out most probably at some point soon. If we want it, we could always, like I say, aim for the Halloween release. Maybe that could be this podcast.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Maybe we could even turn that around. So instead of having a actual podcast for Halloween,
we do this.
It's actually
like a filming session.
Yeah, it starts off as the podcast, which seems like it's normal, and then it turns into like something more going on. It just changes, just unravels, and it's just like, what the fuck? So yeah,
it's like what happens when you go home?
Yeah,
when the podcast ends.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm being chased by dinosaurs. It's the end of the world. The rapture's happening. I should film some stuff. I found those old school like effects apps on the phone, so I should
didn't the rapture happen like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, we were gonna do a bit on that, but then everyone on the internet was doing videos. I'm like, I was like, that's not fun. I wanted to have something fun, but I was like, too many people are doing rapture jokes. I was like, nah.
Like the world was supposed to like end, and obviously it never does, no matter how many times they say it.
Never does.
It's like
it always cracks me up.
Yeah. Because some random prophet decided that they know the end of the world, and you're like, okay.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool.
No one knows.
Like what? Okay.
Like if it comes, it'll come.
Yeah, if it's gonna happen, what are we gonna do about it? We're screwed if it was to happen. Like.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, so sad. It's one of those things. It's But no, I
So on that note, I've been very, very taken away with the Outer Wilds music. The Outer Wilds OST.
Music. You goddamn Outer Wilds music. You're obsessed with that.
I just want to make mention. Yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed. I feel like I need to be obsessed with it. I've been listening to it nonstop for the last week.
Yeah, I know.
It's like insane. But I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. So it's like something that resonated with my soul and just connected with me. And it's like, okay, I have to just obsess.
That's like me with that Father of Peace. That's that band. I've just been obsessed with their music. And it got like 10 songs, I think it was. I can't even remember what I said in the video.
They didn't even have like a full album or something.
No, even their album they've done is like only like 7 songs or something. But that video's doing alright. But I mean, I got onto that and I was like, because most people do like a history video, and when I was looking at the things I've been doing, like I could not really find anything. I had to scour, like really dig. I had to like jump through different like language Wikipedias to try and find information because it was so scarce, and like try and double source with it. And then thankfully, what actually helped me with finding a lot of information was ChatGPT. Like there was a lot of information I could not find, but because it scours the internet for everything, it was able to find all the information. Then I could use that and then double verify if that was actually correct information. It was.
It's the same thing. AI has actually been so helpful in that sense. Like there are certain things that you know the answer to sometimes, but you just can't find the source. And you're like, I really need to find the source of this, and you can just sort of go ask the AI, and the AI is like, oh, it's on the right here. You know, thank you.
It's gone through everything. It's gone through every.
You see, that's exactly what I was talking about.
It's just yeah,
especially as a teacher, it makes your progress a lot, or it makes your teaching a lot quicker because you're able to find your sources a lot faster.
Pinpoint of what you're trying to talk about, or you want to subject to.
Yeah, because you have your idea, you know exactly what you want, and then you're able to just go, okay, I need my source. I just can't find it because it's in the backlogs of my memory, which I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's
unless you're Mules and you don't forget anything.
Well, we hope.
He's starting to forget with his age.
You're not that old, bro.
Every 6 months,
you can start talking like that if you in four more of your whole lifetimes.
Yeah,
yeah.
It happens when you're busy.
Yeah.
But
you'll be good for a long time yet, bro. Don't stress.
I've forgotten. Oh god.
but yeah, no. So like I kind of wanted to capitalize on something that was trending in the sense, but at the same time, I wanted to do something because I was struggling to find information. I wanted to create that information so people go like, "Oh, what's this? Who is?" You know what I mean? And it's kind of nice that I prefer, because there's so many AI things out there that I'm sick of.
Oh, that AI slop.
Just too much AI, and like,
I can't watch it. I can't even listen to it. Like,
because like
just the voices. There's like a fuzziness in the voice in the background, which I literally I cannot listen to. It like bothers my ears drums.
Because that bothers me. I mean, I kind of wish the chit videos were a little bit more popular, but not tooting my own horn. But that genre of, again, breaking down information. When I was looking for stuff, I was the first person to decide to be like, oh, I'm just gonna break down shit, like, because like I did it for a laugh, because I was like, why the fuck not? Like, it's just something random. I was like, this is just something stupid. I will just find up some random information which was barely limited, and I was just like, oh, this is what this is what that is, you know, because I see those kind of videos. I was like, oh, I'll try and like no one had done anything, and then for some reason, because it blew up, and then other people, but a lot of it was AI slop, because just like put in AI and have AI read a script. It's just like, why? Like, that's why I'm making content, because people need to come and see a person and listen to a person, not just have AI inform them of crap. Like, I hate seeing those videos. It just irks me just listening to. It's like there's no enthusiasm.
Well, the thing I think about is, if you're interested in a topic and you don't want to actually watch someone who has kind of have had that life experience telling you about something or teaching you, all right, that's why we watch videos. We watch videos generally to connect with people. If I was to go on to and watch a video about some AI telling me about the history of Rome, like, why would I watch a 20-minute video when I could just literally look up the history of Rome on my phone with the AI, and then the AI and summarize the results, and it'll give me all like the dot points, and okay, fantastic, off we go. Like, you don't need to watch those videos. They're literally, that's why I think of them as literal slop.
Oh, dog,
it's useless.
Dog, you stink. Oh, dog, just get out of there, dog. Stinky. Oh, stinks. Mad fuck. She's standing there staring at me. That's why I'm pointing at her. And it's just fucking let one rip. Oh, fuck. Oh.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying now.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like that I'm fine with when it's like information dot points. But when it's AI doing exactly like what I'm doing, kind of thing, like reading something out, like it's like I would rather a person, if I'm going to be watching something that's reading something out, I'd rather a person than AI.
You'd rather a person narrate it because
Yeah.
they're again their lived experience and their honest opinion, and how people are different. You know, like we connect with each other through our voices. Yes, our physical appearance can do it as well, but it's normally what we hear. You know, the physicality of it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter what color skin tone you are, what your weight is, whatever it is. Like if you're chatting to someone, I think there was a show on Netflix called Love Is Blind or Date Blind or something, where
Oh,
it's
that, yeah.
literally it's literally just a whole bunch of men and a whole bunch of women, and they can't tell that there's the only thing they can connect with is their voice. And in doing so, they can form connections and values and friendships, make long lasting friendships, and nothing else matters. So when all this stuff comes over and it's all this AI kind of like driven thing, it's like, oh, it has this way of talking which seems calmly confident, and it seems like, oh, this is what the, let's say, popular people or people who are extroverts, how they would generally talk. There's none of the people who are like introverted, kind of, that don't talk that much, that are slightly shyer, that hide their emotions a little bit in their voice. You can hear it when you're speaking to people, and not in general. But the AI is all the same. There's no like
it's just flat
difference. It's just like, even though it's trying to mimic the most, as what's seen as the most like liked version of our voices, it's not necessarily the thing that makes humans human, or what makes us connect to each other. And that's why those videos, it came to a point where literally in the beginning was cool, and then it got stagnant because it's just all the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter what information. I just hear it and I switch. I can't.
And that's exactly it. It's just like there's
No.
just no effort. There's just no work. And it's just, and that's what the other thing too is, like, I appreciate when the thought and the work's put into it as well. Like that's the other thing as well. It's like just a little bit of work. It's all it requires.
Because like you could say, okay, what's a little bit of work? I have an idea. I'm gonna go enter it into ChatGPT as a prompt and be like, make me a video about this topic.
Yeah.
And it will literally like splurt out a video.
Yeah.
And then you go on to Artlist or whatever it is, any AI video editor generator, and you go, here's a photo or an idea. Let's turn this photo into like a whole video. And it does it for you, and the other AI has already given you the script. So you spent like what, 5-10 minutes working on it. You just had an idea. There's no authenticity or humanity in that experience. There's no one struggling. And the thing that draws people, I think, in stories is a struggle. If you look at every single let's say movie or TV series or whatever it is, like you're just discussing now about the Halloween, what do you call it? The idea of the antagonist being the arc, in a way, that it revolves around the antagonist instead of the protagonist, instead of you guys. In that sense, it's like you're gonna have to then figure out how to make that person have some kind of struggle, because all stories have an introduction, the happiness of that character or whatever it is, just like have some continuousness, and then they have some kind of struggle. And there's number 3, and after the struggle, then that's when people get emotionally invested and connect to it. And it's the same in any novel that you read. If you look at Romeo and Juliet, for instance, or Hamlet, and I'm just doing Shakespeare right now, but whatever the books you guys read.
I don't really read.
What's the most recent book that you read, Mills?
Have you read anything? I don't.
Yes, I've read.
I've read anything since all the scripts from that I've been playing.
Frederick Forsyth, The Kill List.
The Kill List.
It's an espionage novel about
espionage and killing of a list.
Well, it's just a whole thing about the Middle East and like a Marine turned CIA, and then his father gets killed by terrorists, and then he goes and kills the terrorists. So there's your rising action, your climax, and there's your resolution.
Yeah, exactly. And then so again, it's like there's an introduction to the character, and then there's your family gets killed by terrorists. Therefore, that's your struggle that you have to deal with, and you have to just kind of solve the problem. And to solve the problem, then he went and eliminated the terrorists.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then it's concluded, and you're like, oh, okay, I feel connected to that character, because is that something that you would do? But the next thing I want to talk about on that video idea and how it's conveyed is, and why AI will just not live up to its standards ever, is because as humans, we all share something. What do you think the most common thing that we share is?
Depends in which way, because oxygen, water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. These are all physical things that an AI can't experience. And we all can perceive that physicality in a slightly different way, but ultimately, the physicality of it.
Stinky ass.
What's going on there, Des?
Dog's back in now. Did you eat your own shit as well?
Oh,
Probably.
Give me those eyes. Give me side eye.
Yeah. Probably.
You're sick at the moment. I'm like, there's much because you've been eating shit.
But yeah, Mules, you're spot on there. Oxygen, we all breathe. We live. We have to eat. We have to do all of our basic needs. And these are all a shared struggle that we have, because the first thing that we do when we're born is we're not breathing. The first thing we all do is we learn how to breathe.
Yeah.
And that's a very shared experience between all of us, regardless of who you are, where you're from, or where you're born. And so the struggle of that, and so like, for example, if you're running around sweating and you can see the sweat beads and stuff, and you've created these videos yourself, and it's that human physical experience running around, it's very different to, oh, this is generated by AI, which is just in someone's mind. You can have that creative artistic vision, but putting it into reality is something that is, and that's why people love watching sport. First of all, sports very gladiatorial, in that you have two teams. Well, what's going to happen? The next thing, obviously, is we need to have struggle, and they fight each other, and to see who wins. And then we need to have some kind of resolution or problem solving, which is you need to score a goal on one side or the other. Or in the old Roman times, it was slay each other. The end resolution is that you win. In all the old times, it was, I didn't die, and therefore I can survive. So that's exactly the same kind of like plot in a way, but it is done with real people running around, and people love to see that real human struggle. And that's why sport is so popular, and it will always be popular because of their physicality. Like, I would say that even like, have you guys ever watched BattleBots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It's all right.
Two machines ravaging each other.
Yeah, but they're basically just like the eye vacuums that just got like a chainsaw on the front and just ram into other ones.
But isn't it satisfying to just watch that happen?
Yeah,
it's like it's weird. It's like the idea of it is not that entertaining, but you kind of get sucked in, and you just continue watching, and you're like, oh, because it's satisfying. Because it's brought into like the real world where they're doing that, and it's entertaining. Even though it's bots battling each other, there's people driving those bots behind the scenes.
It's like a channel I like to watch on on YouTube. It's a 3D bot builder. But what he does is he just has the Hot Wheel cars and he just races the Hot Wheel in a tournament based with narration. And it's just funny because they just got good commentary. But it's just simple. It's just 4 Hot Wheel cars on a track racing around the track, and they just do the cutoff, like they just race and then just have the fight, the penalty points and then the victory lap, whatever round point. And they just have a whole tier system, and I guess it's the same kind. Everything has the same kind of thing. It has the conflict, the resolve, the conflict, resolve, conflict, resolve. It's the anticipation of it all. It's just the struggle and overcoming the struggle, basically.
And exactly. And I'd say that the best storytellers are the ones that are able to tell that in a realistic way that people can really connect to. That is believable. Because with the AI, it's kind of like it's the same. It goes to like the extremes all the time.
Yeah.
It's all like it's like the monkey video, the fucking. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm here in the fire. The fire is crazy. Yeah. Oh my god! And it's the same thing. Even though like drastic going on. Hey, look, we got Steve over here. He's on fire. His house is gone. It's great. Anyway, we're going to fight to get the sticks because the elephants are going to come and crush everything. And the jungle's going to be ruined. And then cuts the next scene like, we're on the boat. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how did you get here? Like, it just jumps all over the place. Everything's just 1 point.
But there's things that AI can't do that you guys can. And I've seen. I'll do an example in both of your videos. So Daz, there was the one video where you were in the sunshine, and the sunshine was a bit much, and you just like you frowned a little bit because the sun was like slightly. You're walking past. It was like dappled sunlight in the trees. I think the Shapes video. And then the light came onto your face, and then you had like a ever so slight expression of, "Oh, the lights hit me."
Yeah.
And with mules, it was the so that's a very human thing that AI would not pick up on in a sense.
Have light beaming in the eye and just be like
exactly, your light beaming and being like
still going on
like normally like, oh, there's a fly buzzing in my face, stuff off. Yes, there's a fly, yeah. And then with mules, even down to when you were recording your Get Ready With Me video, it's like the simple thing of you're brushing your teeth and like with your eye, like rubbing your eye, and it just like stumbling around and stuff. The natural way that the body moves while you're doing that is a very human way of doing things. It's very, very natural. And it's relatable because we all do it.
That's it.
Although I don't know why you do your 2-minute noodles for 7 minutes.
Yeah,
that was the whole point. That was the whole point. It's not meant to be.
And it's just the most plainest set of noodles as well.
Because I get rid of the seasoning like in the first like 5 seconds.
What did that taste like?
Oh, I only had like the noodles in that one shot, and then I went and put something. I think I put tuna or something on it afterwards. So
I gotta edit my video together. I made satay noodles for my video. So
really?
I made a whole satay, like proper satay dish, and ended up only using like a small dollop of the satay. I made like a whole the satay that I made up could have been a serving for like 15 people, most probably 10 people. Like there's so much satay sauce that I'd made up, and I only used like a small portion of it. That's why it's like it's a whole preparation. I don't know which direction I want to go with that video. I'm still trying to think. Do I want to do a? Yeah, I don't know.
It's the one where you should have
step-by-step tutorial on how to make it, or if I want to just be like video kind of thing.
Nah, that's the one where you should, instead of doing like how everyone thought that you would be doing, like put the noodles and fill the hole in the table with the noodles. Just make it satay sauce and fill the hole with satay sauce.
It's just bro.
You're out there?
Oh, my head's just thinking a million things. I'm just like,
I was wondering if you're
like
okay.
there's so much thinking. My brain's just like so many ideas, so many things. It's just like my brain. My brain just needs to like stop sometimes.
Yeah.
Just too much going on. So much happening. So many things. I never stop. As soon as I'm awake, there's like my brain's thinking a million miles, a million things. What am I gonna? It's just it's just so much. Sometimes it'd be nice just to not have a million thoughts.
Well, here's a thought to keep you away from your million thoughts. Fortnite and their updates are disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. I wanted to double check how because I was saying it was a large ridiculous size because it took you like forever to uninstall it, and then you had to reinstall.
Yeah,
it.
so I was trying to uninstall it, and then it didn't want to uninstall. I was trying to click on it, and nothing was ever happening. It was like a real problem. I had to like reboot the program, try to uninstall, didn't happen. Takes 20, 30 minutes just to do that, and then I went and deleted the whole file straight up. And every time I tried to come back in, it would want to reinstall it because there were missing files. And so I had to go click on cancel auto update first, and then delete everything, and then go in and then uninstall the program, and then reinstall the whole of Epic because it's just scuffed. And then after that, I was trying to download it, and it was giving me Mules was having the same error.
The invalid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an invalid because of file corruption. It only downloaded like 60 something gigs, and you're like, okay, but file corrupt. So please verify and reinstall. Do that. Did that about 7 times. After that, I was like, stuff it. I'm calling it a night. Mules and we went to bed and woke up the next day. I started installing. He started installing. I got corruption twice again, but it was fully installed because I went into the game. It was yesterday actually. I went into the game, and then I played one game of Blitz, and after that, the second game kicked me because I have a corrupt file. I'm like, how did you let me play a whole first game? How did I play a whole game? And now the file's corrupt. Anyways, yeah, that got me.
I only got mine to work this afternoon.
That is just fucked. That's so bad. Like badly optimized to be able to do that to consumers. Like
it's shocking.
It's just bad.
And the funny thing is that I think that the optimization for consoles and for mobile is happening a lot more than for PC.
So easy just.
So yeah. So like I went and done for example my on my tablet, downloaded it, the update, and it was only like 2 gigs. I was like, wow, that's cool. That's nice. On the tablets, it's really easy. On PC, I had to go through, I think, about a terabyte, maybe a terabyte, 1.2 terabytes, to be able to download Fortnite. You know, a 99 gig game. That's frustrating.
Oh,
it really, really, really pissed me off. And yeah, I didn't need to think hard about being pissed off. I was just pissed off.
Yeah. Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they need to sort themselves out, especially because it's this is the Halloween update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and Halloween generally draws in a large audience to come back and play Fortnite, and it's been so common. The very, very first time I remember that they brought in the wraith zombie things. When was it? It was in chapter 2. Yeah. It was in chapter 1, season 5, I think.
6.
Season 5, 6?
6,
but it was because I remember laser links and stuff were still there. They had the
Cowboy season.
Yeah, they had those big monolith pillars come out the ground, and then like things would spawn from them, and then you would have to go and either destroy the monolith or just kill the things around or just dodge them completely. You know, and it was kind of annoying because when you're trying to build the stuff, they'll just ram through all your builds, and they'll scuff you when you're like a build fight. And so many people would get like knocked. That was all like knocked because they were built up to height, and then because the zombies would like destroy the base of it, you just fall. But that was like entertaining and it was fun, for like a once-off thing. But they've tried to bring it back. Like basically this in the same format every single time.
Yeah.
And every single time for Halloween, and exactly, and it hasn't been a unique experience in a way. But it does bring all the crowd of the little ones that run around who love Halloween.
Fucking new one is just slack as the fucking.
I do say though that the Demon Hunters, the K-pop Demon Hunter collab, was a very unique and unique vibe in that the art on that is quite good for what it is. So I don't know if you've watched it. Like the animation style in the movie itself.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've seen bits.
All right, you know what? Have a watch. It's not that bad. You don't have to like it's you don't have to force yourself to watch it. You almost get captivated visually by what's going on because it's not. It's done in an animation style where it's almost shutter slowed, so that it seems like each one goes past, but it's super crisp.
Okay.
You know, so the problem I think that a lot of people were having with animation was that the characters were so the frames were so high that it was so seamless that there was no like blur in a way.
Yep.
Whereas there's like blur to it. Like the actual the animation style is actually really, really good. I don't know if that's because it's Koreans that made it. I'm a big fan of Korea, by the way, because I lived there for so long. Like what they do, and a funny thing, a funny plot twist about that is in the current world that we're living in, when everyone's deciding that Christianity is not a thing, Netflix unintentionally, I think, made a movie because that's what Ghost Hunters is. It's kind of like about fighting demons, and you can only have demons if there's Christianity and God.
Yeah.
So, so it's like unintentionally, without them, I think, thinking about it, they made this movie which goes against their like normal political views. So it's a very interesting thing, you know. And it's also there's music in it, so you can like vibe along to some of the music. I'm sure you've. I think they've been playing on the radio. I don't know. I don't listen to radio, but I think they've been playing it on the radio recently.
Most probably.
Because a lot of my students are telling me that, oh, this is amazing because this song is so cool, and I was just like, how do you know? Aren't you guys too old to be watching that? I mean, my kids are watching that, and my kids are young. Yeah, but yeah, it is actually quite nice, and I think there's things that adults can enjoy in it as well. Yeah. I'm putting in any spoilers and stuff. So seriously, have a watch. You might enjoy it.
Smart thing that they've done. No, I was gonna say because I don't know if you've looked at just Fortnite, how they've approached all of it. It's just so because.
But the collab was done really, really quickly because the K-pop Demon Hunters came out 2-3 months ago, and instantly, like they were like,
I thought it's been out for a while.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty short.
I thought it was like longer than that because I've got people talking about it for like ages. I thought it
came out on the 23rd of August.
Wow, not that long ago.
Yeah, I said like 2 months ago.
What the fuck? Why have I? That's I hate that. That's just a pet peeve.
What?
Oh, just how people get like super over engorged on things that are like so fresh, but they treat it like it's been around for years.
Yeah. It's fresh. It's new. It's a super trend that's happening right now, and so
it's been like earlier in the year, but
no. But that's why I'm really impressed.
Yeah,
that's why I'm so impressed because it's like they were able to get a collab together and bring the characters into the game in a month and a half. Because I mean, you need to have design for the characters, so you must have agreed on that in like the day it was released, or maybe a month after it's released. You have a contract signed. It's released, and then okay, let's start designing the characters and put it in the UE5 engine. And so that's it's been really quick. What gave you the feeling that it was long ago.
Just some of the friends I've had to talk about it, they just feel like they've been talking about it for months. Just been so cool, like, oh my god, so cool. It's like, oh, I can't wait for it to be in Fortnite if they get it to Fortnite. It's just like, that's been dialogues I've been hearing from people that feel like months, for months. But it only came out in August, which is like, what? How can you be so keen for it to be collabing
It came
with
out the
Fortnite when it only came out
23rd of August.
That's what I mean. So it's just weird.
August,
So that's
September, October. So it's been like a month and not even
that's
a
what I
half
mean.
yet.
So it's weird that I've had friends that be like, oh, I can't wait for this to be collabing with Fortnite. It's just like, that's a weird thing to be thinking in fruition when it only has theoretically only just come out. It's just weird to think that they've already had that prospect in their mind. They would have had to have heard that from somewhere. So clearly, like say, it's been planned for God knows how long that when this is coming out, we're going to collab with this, and this, and people have that mindset because it's been in the rumor works. So it's just that's a really quick.
But it's a brand new IP that has just been like switched so instantaneously into other formats. It's fast. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it's just crazy how popular it is in such a short window. And because I feel like people have been talking about it for months. I feel like people have been talking. To my mind, I feel like people have been talking about K-pop Demon Hunters for like the last 6 months when it's only came out in August. Like, like
maybe everyone's just been you've been overexposed to it. Maybe
it's just so many people go on about it and carry on about it. It's like, oh, such the greatest thing, and it's like I can understand if it's been like a slow burn, like that usually what happens because more and more people catch wind of it. But the fact that it caught wind and blew up in a flame in a matter of a month, basically, like not even that, like as soon as it released, like everyone knew about it as soon as it released, basically, and it was just like boom. It's like, how does that happen? It's just
Well, the thing for me as well, especially with kids, is that I pre-watch everything to give it the okay. Otherwise, I block it.
Yep.
So I will pre-watch it, and I'll be like, okay, this is okay for my kids to watch, and then they for sure can watch that because it's even though it's killing demons, it seems quite dark. There is a very, very, very nice arc to the story as well. Like it really finishes quite nicely. That's why I say, like, give it a watch. Like if not for the entertainment, then for the way that they produce the story and do it visually.
Yep.
Because it's animation, there are some things that you can do with the camera that you can't do with in real life, that we can learn from. So there's some really unique ideas that you can get from that.
Well, I was going to say though, at least with if you've looked at again, I was going to say it with Fortnite, it's just going from Horde Rush to Demon Rush. It's just so shit.
I mean, I played Horde Rush, I think once or twice because they had that quest to play it.
Oh yeah.
And I never went back.
Demon Rush is exactly the same. They've tried nothing. The only thing they've changed is like
they swapped the models out.
Barely. The only thing that really changed on the models is the faces. They're basically the exact same models with the exact same effects as what the hordes have. The cubes that spawn up, those little cube spies are still popping up that you're going to destroy. They haven't changed that. And then the cube assassin still spawns with their minigun and tries blasting you with it, so they've never changed that. And then the giant horde monster you're going to fight at the end that shoots his chest beam at everything, he's the exact same. They haven't changed that. Like, they've done a piss poor excuse of a job being like, oh, here's new game mode. Play this game mode, but we've done nothing to it. We've just changed the name, basically. It's just like, how? Why? Like, it's just... I thought they were going to do a little bit more.
We also do think that we have been playing the game for a long time now.
Yeah.
And we are, I would say, intrinsically connected to everything that's kind of like going on. And we aren't necessarily its target audience anymore. Its target audience is trying to draw younger, have like fresh blood come in and play.
Yeah, well,
and trying to give them a new experience.
From forums I've reading, there's people being like, "Oh, I'm picking up Fortnite because it's got K-pop Demon Hunters." It's just like, I get that, but you're going to like,
and they've never played.
And they're gonna join, like, be like,
Demon
oh,
Rush.
This is, I've got the this is my favorite Rami, whatever. Rami. I don't know. There's one of the characters. I can't remember the name. How to pronounce it. I'm butchering this probably. It's like, I've got my K-pop Demon Hunter main character. I get to play as this. Oh, what's this? I'm new player. I'm gonna play this thing called what's this? Delulu. Let's jump into
Yeah.
Delulu.
No.
And then they're gonna be playing, and all they're gonna hear is because everyone's running around dropping the N bomb like every fucking second. Like, how are you supposed to be like, oh, so this is what Fortnite is? Because you'd be like, Delulu's pretty colors, so you know they're gonna click on Delulu, because.
Oh, but Delulu is like the perfect example of what the game mode is.
Yeah, but the worst problem is, though,
it's mental.
I've seen Fortnite sharing clips of Delulu, and I'm like, you're looking at that demographic because you do not know our servers. Because literally, you play on our servers.
Oh, yeah.
What you're playing on is complete. Because I'm looking at people playing, like, Delulu in, like, American servers. They're like, oh, look, someone's got the train. Let's get the whole server. And everyone's like a big train as the whole server. And they're like, and everyone's doing cool servers of, like, boating and doing around the world and shit. And then we're like, oh, let's be my friend. Ha ha ha. Guess what? I'm going to kill you now. And. Like, it's like, fucking hell. It's just like, our demographic is
the
so
toxicity,
different.
the toxicity of it when they shoot you in the back and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, you can join our party, and then instantaneously you turn your back, and they're like, shoot you.
I kind of want to play like on American servers to see what they're actually like, because every footage I see of it is a completely different demographic.
It looks like fun.
It looks different demographic than the OC servers, because
it's a bunch of teenagers chasing around a child.
Yeah, like it is
but
crazy.
For fun, because everyone is having fun. It's not like having fun and shooting each other in the back. It's very, very malicious.
Like, as a content creator, it is not fun trying to create content, because literally, again, you've got to try and figure out, do you even try recording content, or you got to try and censor the videos, because like it's just like it's not family friendly. Yeah. The dialogue in Delulu is very foul. It's just like, I don't think, like, maybe they thought about that happening, possibly being a possibility, but it's just like, Fortnite needs to look at the OC servers and be like, did we make a smart idea with this? Because it is horrible.
It's either that, or they need to change the rating from M to R.
Yeah, because like, it's cool seeing a few people we've seen, playing the music and driving around, like they're taking advantage of having fun with it. But some people are just abusive. Like, and
the people that I managed to find are like the normal ones that
you found the only decent people on the whole server, bro.
Everyone's
like, we're running around, just getting slammed every time, and then I finally figured out that strategy. That's just really easy to win.
And they're toxic about it though too, and they're so toxic about it when they take you out. Like, they're so feral about it. Like, they do it in the most feralest of ways. In
the most honorless way, I would say.
Yeah.
And that's something I can say. It's very interesting to see the culture shift. Is that it seems like there's no honor anymore. It's just about you go get yours, regardless of everyone else's feelings, regardless of society, because no one else matters. And they're just gonna like rip you a new one just because they can.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it necessarily wrong. Like, you go to authorities for legal stuff. But it's more just like, as a human being, is that a nice thing to do?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just so bad. It's just it's just so feral.
That's a really good word. It's a really good word. It's feral.
It is. It's so feral. It's it just blows my mind, like, how big the demographic shift was. Like, you could be lucky sometimes that we might find like a decent server, but just everyone's playstyles is completely different.
Yeah, and I think you two have both leveled up, by the way, because our games are getting harder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not because of me. It's because you guys are leveling up. Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's good.
But I don't know if you caught today, but before we wrap up, because this is going to be this is like almost a long one.
This is a long episode for us.
Especially for mules, anyway. I wrapped up. I finished Alan Wake.
Finally!
I finished 11 parts. I've still got the DLC, one of the DLCs to do, but the main story is finished, and I'm contemplating, do I keep going, because there's a new game plus, which kind of fucks with the whole story, because the beginning is the end is the beginning. It's like a whole fucking. It's crazy.
Part 1.1.
Yeah, it's the second game is just brutal. So yeah, so I've done that now. It's just like opened up a new, like say, but you play the new game plus, and apparently there's an alternate ending because there's a whole thing. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, like I've done everything, but like, do I play it? Do I not? Do I? Do I don't know. So it's one of those things. I got like, yeah. So it's something, but it's good that I finished it. But at the same time, it's just like, no, I finished it. But yeah.
Mills, have you had dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering. It's long for you because you finish and go have dinner or something. I don't know.
He did it. He usually has it beforehand.
No, I haven't beforehand.
But
that's alright.
But yeah,
I'm sorry I came on a bit late.
Nah, that's alright.
I literally I was so tired. I was playing with my kids all day.
A bit of a day.
And they basically at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I just crashed. I set my alarm for 8, and then I didn't hear it. I woke up nice. I was like, oh, this is so nice. Let me just visualize it quickly. Oh, I'm so comfortable in my pillow. It's so nice. I look at my phone and I'm like, 17 past 10. I had a little think. I looked outside. It's dark. I'm like, hold on. Are we supposed to start this chat at like 9? That's such a mess. I like wake up and I'm like trying to get like a coffee, trying to get some food because I'm starving, so I get some energy.
That's what I figured. Like he's taking a while.
Yeah, we figured as much. That's alright.
Recharge the batteries up. I thought that was funny.
It's alright. We were just flying around, flying trikes, gliders.
That's fun though.
For that, try and play it. So bad.
So I wasn't. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get my throttle, so I can plug it in and we can jam. It's gonna be exciting.
That's alright.
I'm excited. Just fly around. Jet. Learn how to do it properly, like not just randomly YOLOing.
Yeah, not just us and little gliders just doing loop the loops every so often.
Blacking out.
Or Daz using a fighter jet and crashing into the ground every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I hit the ground and ended up going at like Mach 10 on the ground. So that was fun. At some point, I locked up and went backwards, and I started just going backwards Mach 10. So I was like, "Oh, this is how I am now." I don't know how far away I went. It was just fucking. All I see is the trees going. Like that's the planes going backwards. It's just all the trees.
Yeah.
But anyway, fucking Well, I think we'll wrap up this
Call
episode anyway because it's a long one and a little bit longer for Mules on this one. But no, thanks for coming by, gents. Thanks for joining us on this podcast. Mules.
No stress at all. It was a lot of fun.
He didn't have to do too much of talking this episode, so.
No,
it gets a bit like that when you have a third person. It can be a weird dynamic sometimes. You get to chill and listen, so. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming by and watching another episode of the podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, until next time, we'll catch you same Beardy time ish, same Beardy channel ish.
One Beardy Bro plus others. It's 1.5 of the Beardy Bros.
I actually had to shave yesterday.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Happens. It happens. But anyway, thanks for coming by anyway. Everybody, take it easy. Until next time. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Where's the mouse gone?
Yeah, Jim was like, "Oh snap!" He's like, "Oh come on."